Hey folks, welcome to Tyrdom. So, in one of the oldest known poems, Norse poems, a seeress speaks about a time before the world. No earth, no sky, no sea, only a vast gap. And the Norse refer to this particular space as Ginnungagap. And the thing with Ginnungagap was that this void was not nothing. Rather, it was a space of potential. And the poem I'm referring to here is, of course, the prophecy of the Völuspá. And she speaks about the beginning as a memory, a world or time before the world itself took shape. There was no green earth to be spoken about, no heavens above, just a yawning gap. From that silence and from that formless space itself, the foundations of the world slowly emerged, and the world began in a gap and took shape over time. And Ginnungagap is the gap between the two forces, Niflheim, that represents the cold and the stillness, and on the other side we have Muspelheim that represents heat, fire, and motion. And when they met, this sparked life, according to the prophecy. And that life came in the form of Ymer, the giant. And this goes to show that life is created under tension. And if we look at this story in our modern context, like I so oftentimes talk about here on Tyrdom, the void today is, you could say that every age has its own Ginnungagap. And you can see it when old forms loosen and new ones have not yet appeared. And it can feel like instability in the world, but the void is rather the beginning of something new, the creation of life, when fire meets ice. And you can also feel the Ginnungagap within yourself, the inner void. And we encounter it all the times in our lives. And it's the space between who we were and who we are becoming. And most people try to escape it because it's it's not a nice feeling to feel this void deep inside your soul. And I think that we are seeing it around the world today. We talk a lot about the lost young men and things of that nature. And you could say that this is your personal Ginnungagap. And like I said, most people try to escape this void. And you use cheap thrills to do so. But the thing is that if you cannot endure this void, you cannot create. Just like in the prophecy of Ginnungagap. And there is a pattern to all of this. Before anything new really can exist, there's always a certain amount of uncertainty. And every world begins in this particular way. And I think that the seeress, or the Völuspá in this case, does not begin with order. It begins with the gap itself. And we don't need to fear it. Rather, we should need to stand in it and actually be okay to feel this gap. Because in this gap, where the friction lies, it's where new life or ideas actually begin. And the question is not whether we are in Ginnungagap. The question is rather, will we create within it? Because the Ginnungagap is always there if you look close enough. Okay, thank you. Hope you're all having a lovely day, and I'll talk to you later. Tyrdom out.